Ted, we're back, baby.
We're back.
We're back.
It's the new year.
2023.
I didn't think I'd make it this long.
Look at him. Look, he's waving to you, Ted.
No, he's not. He doesn't know how that. He doesn't have any idea. Jambo's got no idea what's going on.
Ted, you've been hitting the gym?
Yeah, I've been hitting the gym a little bit.
What's that? What's on right now in the back?
Oh, the donut mic? The
donut light? You finally turn on the donut light?
Yeah, the donut light. Yeah, it's plugged in.
My God.
It's rocking. It's rolling.
Look
23.
Look at
it's
you.
a new year. I'm actually taking advantage of the lighting in my office. He's drinking the cum. He's drinking the cum juice.
Of course I'm drinking the cum, Ted. That's my plan for 2023. That's my resolution. Drink more cum. Titty milk. You're just jealous. You know what it is? You're jealous you don't have a drink.
You're right, Schlatt. I'm jealous of your cum.
Everyone always says, Schlatt, you have the most delicious cum I've ever tasted.
Oh, okay. Welcome to Chuckle Sandwich.
Everyone says, Schlatt, your cum, unmatched. I've never tasted cum as delicious and sweet and refreshing as yours.
You should send some of that to Tucker and have him use it as pre-workout.
He could, if he wanted to.
Is it good?
Yes.
Do your sales pitch.
You're going to love
right
my
now.
cum, Tucker.
Do your sales pitch.
Do my sales pitch.
Yeah.
You don't even need my sales pitch.
Well, the
it's my
ingredients.
cum.
The
it's my
ingredients,
cum.
though. So, like, okay. But what's your cum made of?
Organic caffeine, 100 milligrams a scoop. You put 2 in these, you get a nice little wire at the end. Oh, there's cat hair in my mouth.
And it comes with pure Jambo cat hair. You take some of that, you bring it to a DNA tester. You're gonna make a clone of Jambo, and you're gonna have your very own Jambo. That's what you should do.
Should I sell Jambos?
Yeah, you should, because the whole part of like the cloning stuff, that's expensive. But you could sell locks of Jambo's hair, and then if people want to, they could take that hair and then they could bring it to a cloning company, perhaps.
Nuh-uh. I don't know. Look, I feel like cloning Jambos where the money is.
It'd be
right?
like
Think about it like this, Ted. Think about it like this. You ever walk into like a restoration hardware and the building is like 5 stories wide and it's like a showroom and no one's even there?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
They have to sell 1 couch a month and then they're paid for,
and then
because everything's $20,000. Yeah.
It's not.
All I
not
have to do is clone the fucking thing once.
It's not the whole couch that's $20,000. It's a piece of the sectional that's $20,000. Each sectional piece.
It is. You get the Italian boucle, maybe even the chunky textured Italian boucle.
The cloud couch.
I've been shopping for couches.
Yeah, have you? The couch you have in that one couch that you have that you still cannot figure out where you got it from or what it's called. Whenever I ask, is one of the most comfortable couches I've slept on it twice.
It is. It's a dupe. It's like a copy of the cloud couch, but there's certain modifications made to it that improve over the cloud design.
Yeah, I really want to get one myself. I've got like the money in my hand holding it out, and you just can't tell me. And you won't even do me the service of just going down looking at a tag. Just go.
No tags. No tags.
There's
man.
no tag. What do you mean? There's no tag?
I went to the furniture store today. I'm buying another one. They still won't tell me what it's called. They're just like, you want another one of those, don't you?
And then you say, can I see a tag on it at least? And they're like, no tags. No tags. We do not do tags here.
It's bespoke.
I'll tell you one thing that I'm doing this New Year, Schlatt. It's okay. You're like.
Sorry, Jambo was looking at me funny. He's just staring at me.
What is he like giving you like the death? You giving you the Kubrick stare or something like that?
He was looking down and up at me.
Oh yeah, so he was giving you the Kubrick stare.
He was giving me the Kubrick stare.
Oh, that's good.
Get over here. Get over here.
What I was going to say is that in the new year, one of the things that I need to do is I need to get an actual couch, because when you first start living on your own, you go to the couch store and you're like, holy shit, I'm in the bargain section and I see a $400 couch. That's like, I sit on it and I'm like, this couch is great. This is fantastic. It's comfortable. And so you get the couch. And I've had that couch for, 3 years now. And every time Shay and I sit on this couch, we're always talking about how much we hate this fucking couch. There is nothing good about this couch anymore.
Your couch is bad, man.
It's a bad couch, and
it's a bad couch.
I really thought it would be a great couch, and it's like it's so big though. The thing is with couches, they're so big, you have to move them. And you have to, and moving that takes effort. Whereas the other option is sitting down on the couch. And if you can survive the pain of sitting on that couch for just another day, the cycle continues. And so you just are just in an abusive relationship with a shitty couch for years.
All the couch has to do is not kill you, and it stays.
Yeah,
it stays.
But if I've got an extended gaming session on this couch, I'm feeling pain in my collarbone and in places where I'm like, is the couch just punching me and I don't know?
It brings me immense joy that you think that my couch is one of the most comfortable things you've ever sat on.
It
really
good
does.
Couch.
It's
also
such
a pretty expensive couch. I mean,
it was an expensive couch. I'm rich, you know.
Yeah,
I could buy it if I wanted to.
You could buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. You
bought.
Yeah.
I could buy a bunch of those. Actually, a bunch of those couches.
Did you see the couch I sent in the chat?
You sent a couch in the chat?
Yeah, this is what you need, Ted, because your couch is the worst couch I've ever sat on.
Oh.
And it honestly ruins your house.
$35,000 Montauk leather 8-piece modular sectional, Tucker. Wow.
What the fuck?
That's awesome.
You're
First
rich.
of all, the leather couch is no good for pets. No good.
Why is that not good for pets?
Because they scratch up and then it's fucking ruined.
Oh.
You can reupholster. You're
leather.
not reupholstering leather is fucking ridiculous.
I guess I would have thought that leather couches would have been better for pets because then you can see where all that, like you just like wipe off the hair and it doesn't get like stuck on it.
Terrible for pets. Terrible. They're also not comfortable.
The one problem with my apartment when it comes to like a big or a couch that I would want to get is that I don't. You've seen how my apartment looks. It's like a weird. It's like a figure eight of squares. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't fit.
Nothing.
You have a lot of
properly.
space, but you can't do anything with it.
Yeah, it's
like if your laundry room was really big. You know, it's like what the fuck am I going to put in my laundry room?
Yeah,
or Tide Pods.
Like there's this one whole section of my apartment where I just exclusively use for just having the green screen up that I do for my videos, and I don't use it for anything else. But like if that, it pisses me off. But I've measured my apartment multiple times, and I'm like, okay, if I get one of those nicer couches, I'm gonna have to get like this many pieces of a sectional of it, so I get like the preview to the couch before I get a different place.
Though. That's fun though. You get all the swatches in. You compare the different fabrics. You get the bouclés. You get the perennial performance linens.
The
double weaves.
Linens.
Yeah, the perennials collection. The performance linen weaves. The double two-tone weaves. And then you measure the room out, and you put it together like a little puzzle because they're sectional, so they fit together. And then you measure. And then you visualize. It's like Minecraft.
Man, you're speaking in bourgeoisie right now. I got no goddamn idea what you're talking about.
Everyone needs a couch.
You're speaking in my language of getting a couch is show up in the bargain section of because it's actually the couch that I have. I think is from. No, it's not.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that futon behind you fucking pulled out of the dumpster.
That's from IKEA, which is pretty damn similar. If you think about it, how much in terms of furniture thrown away, I bet IKEA is like the number one piece of furniture people are throwing away. Is like people are throwing away a shit ton of IKEA.
Wayfair.
Well, that's the starter. I mean,
Wayfair?
that's what.
Yeah,
Wayfair too. I mean, it's what you get when you got like a college dorm and you're really like excited for the new year. But
there's a lot of stuff from IKEA that are just made of like it's like painted compressed wood. What is that called?
Yes.
That just
particle board.
It's particle board. Yeah,
a lot of IKEA stuff is particle board, and it's like $90. $90 for
Remember that bit that Alex Ernst had, where he would put his foot through the desk through the mini like nightstand. That was an IKEA mom or whatever the fuck. It was just like it was just
Unskad.
You screw in the Unskad. Jungle Skog.
Jungelfahrt. Well, you didn't like that one? What was it? Why was that one like that? That one didn't work for you or something?
I didn't like that. I just didn't like that one. Ted, it's the new year.
Yeah.
We haven't talked to each other since last year. I mean, that Curtis
honestly,
Connor
it was
episode.
bad
Shut up!
It's kind of bad how little we talked to us over our break. Oh, how
Well, it was
little
good.
we
I was relaxing. I was relaxing.
That's good. I'm glad that you
was
relaxed
relaxing.
without talking to me.
I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to talk to anybody, really.
Yeah. Welcome back, by the way, to Chuckle Sandwich.
Yes.
We are in the new year. This is episode something.
70-something.
70-something. We're in the 70s, that's for sure. Which is way further than I thought we would get when we first started this.
Podcasts last like a year or two.
A lot of them do. A lot of YouTuber podcasts last a year. But we're actually coming up right now in like, when this podcast goes out in like maybe a week, will be the 2-year anniversary of Chuckle Sandwich launching.
The 30th.
2 years?
Yeah, on the 30th. It's the 19th now when we're filming this of January. And on the 30th, it will be the 2-year anniversary of Chuckle Sandwich. So thank you all for listening for this long.
Thanks for chuckling.
Yeah, thanks for chuckling along with us.
It's good.
Good.
I mean, we're going to keep doing this, obviously.
We're going to keep doing this until we die, until we drop dead, and there's not a single
hopefully
person.
Hopefully not. Hopefully I don't keep doing
Right
this
up until October
I die.
25th, 2025.
Well, that's your going away date.
That date rings in my head every
expiry.
time I wake up. I'm like, it's like a timer, and I just hear a heartbeat sound in my head the whole time.
So you're going to be doing this. You're going to be right here, sat at this desk with me
On
every
October
week.
25th, and I'm just going to drop dead, and you are going to be
Until then,
really nervous.
you could pull a really good prank on me.
You want me to fake my death on a podcast recording? How would I do that?
I'm just saying, you could pull a really good prank. Cause
I'd have to, the way that I would have to do it is I would have to like start inserting little inklings of health issues into our conversations, just like on and off camera. Like I'll be like, yeah, like sometimes my heart just starts beating really, really fast, and like my left arm starts to hurt a little bit. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is strange.
And then you'll be like, you should get that checked out, man. And I'll be like, oh, but it like goes away in like a minute, so it's like not a huge deal.
Nothing too bad.
And then on October,
Get.
is everything all right at home?
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're on. My relationship with the cat has been a little bit rocky recently.
Really?
Yeah.
How? It's a cat. What is he doing that cannot be summed up to? It's a cat. What is this cat
He
doing
had a
that when you
scab on
bought a
his
cat?
eye. He had a scab on his eye, Ted. And he kept fucking clawing at it.
So he had an
Because-
injury.
Yeah,
You're
he
mad at
got
him for
himself fucked up, and then he kept clawing at it, and so the thing never fucking healed. And now he's climbing the tree. He's fucking climbing the tree now. This is what he does.
Yeah, I mean, I would have
So
thought that when you
I
bought a
had
cat,
him in
you
the
were like,
cone
oh,
for a
okay.
while.
I'm okay with all of the things that come with purchasing a cat.
I do love him, but he's a fucking asshole, and he's ruined this tree, and he's ruined another tree, and he ate all my magnets.
Isn't there a thing where like tinsel is like toxic to cats?
Yeah, because it gets in there.
It's not like toxic like chemically. It's just like if they eat it, it'll fuck them up.
I think it might be both. I don't know though. I feel like they'd have made non-toxic tinsel by now, but
Man, I
don't
really
fucking decorate that thing.
wish I had a guy a little cherub we kept around that could
Fucking cherub.
That could-
Stop with this cherub talk.
that could answer questions of these varieties to us. Questions that I wonder. Oh, wait a second. We have a little cherub here. His name is Tucker. Tucker, what's your information on this?
On cherubs?
No, on cats and swallowing tinsel.
Oh, I mean, I don't think swallowing tinsel is good for any creature.
This is more of a personal
This is the
opinion that you're
wisest
offering
thing.
us. It's just like Tucker wasn't on Google looking it up. Like, that's what it's going to change to. It's going to be Tucker first comes in with like facts and reasoning, and then later on I'll be like, well, how many how many people died on the Titanic? And then Tucker will be like, well, I suppose it depends on like whether or not they died honorably in battle. That's usually my determine of like a real death. Otherwise, it's just perishing. What do you think of that? You like that route?
Are you asking me or Schlatt?
I'm asking you. I'm speaking to you.
Well, I thought you were kind of asking, like, I don't know. I take a lot of science courses. I thought I was, able to just give my, educated opinion.
You think that because you're taking science courses, is that puts you in a position to just kind of generally answer any question as long as you apply the scientific method?
Well, yeah. I mean, that should go for anybody, really. But that question, cats, tinsel, the digestive system.
Wouldn't be good for any creature, really.
So let me tell you what's up with Jambo.
Yeah, give us the rundown.
He had the scab on his eye, and he had to wear the cone for a while, and he was really upset about being in the cone. So the moment we took it off of him, he turned his asshole meter up to 50, and he's just been a fucking asshole. There's not even life behind his eyes right now because all he can think about is causing mayhem. Look at him. He's not even thinking. Like there's not even that twinkle in his eyes anymore.
Yeah, he looks like he's just like, I'm gonna fucking murder everyone.
Yeah, and so he's climbing my trees, knocking shit. He's knocking shit off of things now. He's never done that before.
I know, but that's like such a normal cat thing to do. Like, cats
he does so much now.
It's so like it's like you bought Jambo under the pretense of it being like a small little child, and then like you're getting upset just upon discovering that this is in fact a cat and will act as such.
He bites my wires. He poops.
Is this all new stuff?
I gotta clean his litter box now. All of a sudden, I gotta clean his litter box.
He starts making this noise randomly. He's like, meh. Like, what is that? Speak English. Talk to me use your words, Jambo.
Yeah, exactly. He was able to before, but this whole incident with the cone it's really ruined him.
You know what I think you should do?
What?
I think you should go the bunny route.
See, I hit one of those last night with my car. Ran out. I was driving.
What?
Ran out.
Keep going.
It was like following my headlights for some reason. I was driving 45 in a 30, and it was nighttime, and so it just sprinted out real quick, and then I was like, uh-oh. So I moved a little bit, and then it like course corrected itself and let me run it over.
So you basically have one of those things, you're the roadkill version of like walking by someone on the sidewalk and you both try to go one direction and you're like, oh, except that it resulted in its death.
No, but it wasn't trying to avoid it. This fucking thing ran out and then we like locked eyes.
Death wish.
We locked eyes and then I was like, I went a little bit to the left and it like sidestepped into the tire of my car.
Dude, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
One time when I was visiting Tucker, he fucking obliterated a possum. He fucking sent a possum to hell, and it was all because of a delicious sandwich.
Tucker.
Yeah. Are you hooked in now? Are you hooked in? Does that interest you?
I need to hear more about this.
Ithaca, New York, 2021. Maybe.
No. Wait, no, it was last year.
2022.
Yeah, it was in April. Ithaca, New York, April 2022. It was night. I was visiting Ithaca for, surprise, surprise, an a cappella reunion. Oh, yeah. Wow. You better believe it. And Tucker lives somewhat nearby, so he came into town, and I decided to bring Tucker to this spot. I guess it doesn't really matter because I don't live there anymore. So there's this spot in Ithaca. It's called the Rogan's Corner where you can get these really good sandwiches. It's called Dandy Mart now. New company took over. It's fucked up. But they kept the sandwich that you really liked, and it was called the Bomber because that's the mascot of Ithaca College, the Bombers, which I've always been confused about because I'm like a B-52.
That's the coolest name for a fucking mascot of all time.
It is, right? But I don't think it's an actual like bombing airplane. I think it's like something like this sort of
like
general.
A person? It's like a person who bombs?
I haven't really
What's
looked
the mascot?
into it.
What, like, is there like an image? Is it a plane or like a guy with a big jacket.
It's
on
a flying squirrel wearing like a old airplane cap on his head.
Oh.
So honestly, yeah. So they still had to make it an animal. They just had to. So this fucking flying squirrel served in World War II. He was dropping bombs on the fucking Nazi battalions. But there's a sandwich at this place. It's called the Bomber. It's really freaking good. It's like, I think it's got like roast beef in it. It's got fried chicken. It's got mozzarella. It's got, and it's, it's kind of like a chicken bacon
sauce?
ranch sandwich almost with buffalo sauce too. It's real good. So I get one sandwich and I split it with Tucker. So he gets one half, I get the other. And Tucker was not, he was not impressed with the existence of the sandwich for a bit when I was telling him about it. I was pitching it to him and he was like, man, I don't know. This is a gas station sandwich. You're like, what are you talking about? Like as if like he's above a gas station sandwich. Right?
You seen the guy?
You seen the guy? He looks like a gas station sandwich and a condom. So basically, we're driving down the road. Tucker's got one hand on the wheel, one hand on the sandwich. He takes a bite, and Tucker does this thing where if he eats something that like he really likes the flavor of, he'll do this thing where his eyes widen. And then he'll like hone in on the sandwich and he'll start going like, ooh. Like he's like a rabid
jumping.
Animal. What?
It was definitely a joke.
Oh,
he starts jumping on that, jumping on the Bomber.
Job.
Yeah, but everybody knows the rules about jubbing. Is jubbing while driving is like, it's a dangerous situation.
Frowned upon.
No.
We pull out. We're sharing a sandwich. It's not like Ted has a half, I have half. We're switching off. But I had it in my possession. It was good. I was jubbing. It was dark. It was completely nighttime out, so it's dark. And we're on, it's not a highway, but it's like 2 lanes on one side, 2 lanes on the other. It's a fast road. We're going, and this mother of a possum just comes trotting out.
It might have been a mother, too, which makes it even more tragic.
My headlights hit it. The thing's bright white. It's massive. It's like the size of a small dog, and I had the one hand on the wheel, one hand on the sandwich. The sandwich was going in. I didn't want to swerve to, I put Ted at risk.
Good.
So
I'm his boss.
We hit it. We hit it hard. And
it was like,
we didn't.
I don't think I've ever been present.
We looked at each other.
I don't think I've ever been present for a roadkill incident either. So like when we hit
that
I
was my
like,
first official roadkill. I feel like
was it a violent impact?
It was a solid thud. I mean, it went right under the wheel.
Yeah.
And we looked at each other, and I went in for another bite. And we didn't look back.
Yeah.
But we had to come back the next day.
Yeah, we had to come back the next day.
Was he there?
It was so flat that I didn't even think it was the same one. I was like, do you think that possum was the one I hit?
Yeah, we had to guess.
We're like,
oh, man.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking, because it was one of those things where we hit it that night and we saw it the next morning, meaning that there had to be several cars that had gone over this area of the road. So it was just a stain. It was a stain on the road. Like, it was gone. It was gone. But, we dealt the first blow, and it was thanks to a delicious sandwich. But yeah,
it's a core memory.
We're all murderers here.
Good times.
I was sort of a bystander in my situation, so maybe just you and Tucker are murderers. But
maybe, but I would do it again because honestly, because it was
seeking like, the thrill.
I don't know. There was something funny about it. I didn't have to. What?
Don't
look at me like that.
Well, no, it was
The fucking rabbit ran out onto the road and then looked at me, and then I veered a little bit, and he went with me.
It's not,
and then it was just a.
It's not that you find it funny. It's that you're saying that there's something funny about it. Like you can't quite put your finger on what makes it funny.
There was something funny about it.
So you're going to go out on the road in the next couple of weeks, and you're going to be out seeking that thrill. Like,
I'm not saying that if I saw another one on the road, I would like try and.
It sounds like that's what you are saying. You said that
I'll admit I have tried in the past, but I'm not saying it's something I would like try. Like if I saw one tomorrow, I wouldn't. I was deeply troubled back then.
Yeah, it sounds like you're pretty troubled right now, saying that there was something funny about it and you're looking to do it again.
Ted, I was just saying that, like, if another rabbit runs out and like he's looking me in the eye and I can see him and we see each other, and if I move to the right and he does a little sidestep, and then if I move to the left and he comes back, like, I would hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would have a choice at that point. I feel like the momentum of the car is doing all the work for you.
You can stop the car, maybe. It depends how far he is away, but I'm saying, like, it's clear that he's looking for it.
Yeah, no, he's asking for it. That motherfucker was asking for it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What do you imagine, like, is going through a small animal's mind when they're like, I'm going to cross this. This is a really flat rock that I need to cross. And there's
nothing else. It was
it's like,
fucking stupid, man. It was like 1 a.m, dead of night. No one's on the road.
Yeah.
Stop it.
There was one time and this is actually another like almost roadkill story, but more like car crash story that could have happened. But and it actually comes from another time that Tucker and I were in the car where we went on our road trip in 2016 where we were driving through, I think, North Dakota, and we were driving, and it was really, really late. And, you know, North Dakota is mostly flat and farmland, but then occasionally you'll find these little areas that are like wooded. I don't know if it's from farmers planting it for snowdrift or something like that, but there's this one area on this highway that we're driving down, and it's just all woods. And Tucker, it's like 1 a.m, and Tucker decides to slow down. He's like, I'm going to slow down because, you know, I don't really know what's in here. And lo and behold, we're like driving, and then like Tucker starts to slow down. I'm like, what? And he's like, look, and there's a fucking deer in the middle of the road. So if we were just fucking sending it down that road, we would have just fucking slammed into the deer.
They have a weird, it's like they're magnets.
Yeah.
To the cars.
They've got magnets in their eyes.
Yeah.
I came the closest I've ever come to hitting a deer last week when I was visiting home.
Huh.
It was like I was on the back road and it was dusk. It was coming into the road, and it was like it just kept coming, but it was staring me in the eye.
Right.
It got within 3 feet of my car. I slammed on my horn. It like did a 360, took off into the woods.
Did a twirl like that and then ran?
Yeah, and it spun out. Dude, but it's like, what are they thinking, you know?
Dude, honestly, I feel like every deer thinks that it's like a badass. Like, I bet it's like well known that cars are a thing in the deer community. And then like every deer that has ever gotten hit is like the cocky one that comes out, and like them looking it directly into the headlights is them just being like, reach for it. And they die every time.
They're just playing chicken. They're like, I'm going to get close to this one. And they always underestimate it. Yep.
Yeah, but I just feel like for an animal like crossing that road, like, you know, they're like this fucking tall, and it's just like, it's a big flat rock. That's all they know it is. It's like big flat rock, and I have to, like, it stretches for all of my known life's area, which is maybe a square mile, and like it goes, it's a wall, and my whole family's on the other side. Mm-hmm. I have to cross this big rock, but death also lives here. That's pretty terrifying.
I don't know. I maybe I don't get it because I'm not a deer.
You ever crossed a road before?
What? Well, I haven't seen people.
You're getting really confused by this.
I don't get it. Am I supposed to be a deer?
What do you get? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
What is a long, flat rock? That made no fucking sense to me.
A road. I'm just describing it from the perspective of an animal.
I'm not a fucking animal.
Okay, well, if I was an animal, I would not know what the fuck
Tucker,
asphalt
do you
is.
Understand what's going on right now?
Kind of.
Jambo, can I help you?
Ted, the long, flat rock thing doesn't make sense.
Yeah, what do you mean the long, flat rock shit? I don't fucking
you're
get that.
You're acting as if the animals are educated on like natural things, but they don't know what the road is. But why wouldn't they know what a road is? Because they've lived here the same amount of time we have. The roads exist in their environment today too.
Yeah, you really fucked that up, bud.
You sounded like an idiot, dude.
What do you mean? I don't think that I sound like an idiot in this instance.
No,
if an animal,
no,
it's a hard surface. They think that hard surface rock. Road is
flat
also
rock.
made of rock.
They don't know what rock is. They don't know what rock is.
What's asphalt made of?
Asphalt?
Chad, it's beside the point.
What? No,
Isn't
it's
that
not.
a specific
it's
mix?
not just besides the point.
You're
Don't
acting
say-
like they go to school and they're like, okay, these are rocks, but that's flat rock.
They don't know what flat means.
Okay, they know what
They don't have
flat
words
means.
for these
Rabbits
things, man.
probably know what flat means.
Rabbits don't know shit. That rabbit certainly didn't know much after I was done with him.
Well, yeah, because he was going on the flat rock where death lives.
He became one with it.
See,
He became a
here's the-
conglomerate after that. How's that for a geology reference?
That was good. I like that. I'll tell you one
Thanks.
thing. If these rabbits had access to engineering skills and they built a ramp, they would be able to get themselves over
we're moving on.
the
We're
flat
moving
rock.
on. We're not. 2023 is not the year of the fucking ramp,
It's
dude.
the year of the ramp,
I never
baby.
want to hear another ramp
The year of the
reference.
ba- You know how Chinese New Year they each have an animal you were born in the year of. Everyone's they were ignoring that one. They got the rat, they got the tiger, they
We
got
did
the
not slide the ramp into this chart.
There is the ramp. It's not very talked about, but it is the year. This 2023 is the year of the ramp.
I don't think it is. And you know what? I think you're bullshitting me.
Tucker, what is the year of? What is it? What is it the year of in the Chinese calendar?
It might be the cat. Call of Duty had a notification yesterday when I turned it on.
Is it the year of the cat?
Oh, I think it's the rabbit.
Oh.
Oh,
Too soon.
it's the year of the rabbit.
That's awkward.
What are the odds of that?
Wasn't
I
his
just-
year. I'll
Wait,
tell
so
you
you're
that
telling
much.
me that was this last week? This happened?
This was 2 nights ago.
Okay, so 2 nights ago, we're in January. The year's just started, and the first roadkill experience that you have was a rabbit in the year of the rabbit.
Yeah. Well,
What
it was
does
the
that mean?
first. It was the first roadkill experience I've ever had. It was the
killed-
first time I locked eyes with an animal, and it willed it like
willed
made
itself
sure
to
I
die.
hit it. It made sure I hit it. It was the strangest thing ever.
Maybe you just got an omen for the year.
Maybe, but I would do it again.
That's because it's a little funny. Something about it's funny.
There is something a little funny about how it happened, and I didn't. I hit it, and I was just like,
It's okay.
Yeah.
You're not. I don't think you're quite gonna go to hell for that. I think
no.
you got to do a little bit more to go to hell for something like that.
Yeah. Maybe another time. Can I show you what I got for Christmas, Ted?
Yeah, you can show me what you got. Is it a gun?
No, my parents got this for me. Tell me what the fuck this is. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is?
Do you know what it is? Like it looks like a doorstop. Audio listeners love you to death. That's showing like this cat that's like doing a big stretch. You know when a cat does that and a big stretch. But it's like tail is the size of the Empire State Building, and
Looks like a bookend.
yeah, for the largest. Okay, Schlatt started jerking off the tail.
I
Love
got
you
it
to
for
death, audio
Christmas. I
listeners.
don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
It looks like a doorstop. It could be a doorstop, right?
Don't think it's a net. I don't think it's a doorstop.
What is it? Did they tell you what
I
it
don't
is?
know.
You
No,
opened
no.
what- No, they told you what it is. You opened it and they just stayed silent. They were like, "We hope you like it, honey." What is happening? What is happening right now?
Okay, it's not that funny.
Are you done? You quite finished there, lad? Did they know how much of a kick you would get out of how phallic that cat's tail is?
Yeah, no, I think that's funny. I think that's funny. I think that's pretty funny. Dude, stop meowing. Oh my God.
Is that the only thing you got for Christmas? You get anything else?
What?
Did you get anything else? Was this the only thing you got? You said you want to show me your Christmas gift, and you just showed that.
Yeah. No, that's the funny one.
Okay. I got this shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that. We saw it.
I just want to make sure everyone knew that.
Oh
it
yeah,
is
no, we got it.
the
We got
Christmas
that.
gift. This is mine.
Jambo. The door is open, brother. You can walk outside if you want to, yet you stay here and you meow during my podcast. This is what I'm talking about, man. He's being unruly. Is he not being a little unruly?
I mean, he's a deeply disruptive cat, but I almost think that your choice to acknowledge him every time, though, is almost equally as disruptive.
Well,
he makes a
disrupting
he just like,
me. He's disrupting me.
He opens a door and you're like, Jambo! Fuck
That's
you!
True. I have overreacted a little bit for certain things, but he did. I did react.
Does he flinch when you yell?
No, of course not, because I'm not a bad dad to him.
Yeah,
I don't fucking beat him or anything. That would be over the line.
You kiss him pretty hard. Those kisses you're landing on you're basically punching him with those kisses.
No.
What are your resolutions for this new year, you fucking bastard?
I want to drink more.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed. Here's
like
the
more
thing.
water. Like you want to drink more water?
No.
Get more water in yourself. Okay.
I want to drink more alcohol.
Oh, okay.
But less each day, but more overall, if that makes sense. Because I enjoy life a lot more when I am under the influence, but when I'm too under the influence, things start to suck.
You're trying to get into what we would call the slot.
I'm trying to achieve flow state with liquor.
That's pretty funny.
Does that make sense?
You're trying to get into ultra instinct.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but I think you're right. And actually, it's pretty funny. I live mix drinks now.
You do live bartending?
Yeah.
So you're trying to drink more this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, do you have any?
Oh fuck.
Do you have any other ones?
No, that's about it. Actually, I have a couple plans for content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you can reveal?
I'm trying to. So I want to do more IRL stuff. Actually,
mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool to kind of go out and do more things with more people and explore a little more in the IRL like landscape instead of just me sitting at my desk all the time.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to get out and do some stuff. I really liked the Misfits Tasmania vlog, where they just kind of went out and modded cars and just had some fucking fun. And it was like a 2-hour long vlog, and they used like copyrighted music and all that shit, and made a lot of purposeful, choices with how they did the video that I respected a lot. And stuff like that would be fun. I want to lean into the IRL stuff. Hopefully I'm able to, but I don't know really where to start. I'd like to have some kind of narrative thing, like a theme or something in all of them. That's not just like fun. Not just like a Mr. Beast style. Hey, I did this crazy thing, and that's it.
That's kind of how I was with the Rainforest Cafe video. Was that like, obviously the excess of it is fun and like gets views and like people are interested in that, but I don't think I would have done a video like I wouldn't have gone to like, oh, I'm going to every McDonald's, and well, honestly that would have been totally impossible and would not be reasonable at all. But
you never would have done that.
But it was only because I have a history with the Rainforest Cafe that I was like, this is a funny thing to do. So like, and there's the storyline came from that is the joy I had as a child and trying to save it, which is 100% how I feel still. I love the Rainforest Cafe.
Is there another funky idea like that? And I know the commentary crowd, they steal ideas a lot. Mm-hmm. So saying this might put you in danger, but is there anything you really want to do?
Well, I mean, I've got something in the slot right now that I'm discussing with various individuals of stuff that could be coming up. But you are right, because that's the thing with commentary videos is it's not like people will make. We're not like reinventing the wheel here. Like it's pretty straightforward on what those videos are like. But I definitely do have some ideas that I'm pretty excited about. One thing I'm excited about is I'm working on merch. I'm starting merch again because I haven't done merch in almost 2 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
I
Man.
stopped because I was like, I'm going to figure out how to do it again, but cool. And then it took 2 years. Okay. I'll tell you what my resolutions are real quick.
Okay.
More big fun videos. That's something I'm excited about. More like projects. The other one is I want to come back to streaming, and I've talked to you about this.
Wow. I feel like we had that conversation a year ago too.
Well, we did. We were talking about because that's why we were talking about how when Chuckle Sandwich started, I stopped streaming. So I need to figure out how to like work on Chuckle Sandwich while also being able to stream is one of the things. And merch, like having good merch and doing more.
You told me you told me about your merch idea, and I like it a lot. I don't know if you want to share that, but it's exciting.
I'll just say one thing.
Fun.
I'll just say one thing to those who care about my channel, who listen to Chuckle Sandwich. Another Incorrect History is on the way.
What's gonna
Another
be
Incorrect History. It's gonna be telling you guys. It's gonna be about truth, because everything I say in those videos is true. I'm gonna be speaking real things that people have been overlooking for years. It's gonna be about food again. So that's what I'll say. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the new year. I'll tell you what. I don't know about you. I know you've been working on stuff in your IRL life on your own, but for me, I had the hardest time. Did you? Okay, I need to address this. Ooh. Did you just do what I think you just did? Did you? I just want you to take a shot of whiskey and then take a swig of lemon juice, pure lemon juice, 100% lemon juice, and then you did a squirt of simple syrup into your mouth after? Did you just make a fucking did you just make a fucking whiskey sour in your fucking gullet?
Listen, man, it's easier than getting out the mixer and the shaker and everything. I said I live mix stuff now.
I didn't know it was like that. Where you're like, guys, check this out, and your mouth unhinges like a snake, and you're throwing the ice
like
in.
A pelican. Oh, that just looked like I was jerking someone off.
And then you just close your mouth and go like this, and you're like shaking up the cocktail. That's funny.
No, it's not funny. That's alcoholism.
It is alcoholism.
Right
yeah,
there.
no, that is a tragedy, and
I am gonna keep. What's the term for when you are drunk and you don't want to get hungover, so you keep drinking and you maintain that level of drunk, so you never have to experience hangover?
Tucker's got to have a word for this.
Staying in the slot. Staying in the slot.
Staying in the slot, huh?
I don't know if that like when you wake up the next morning and like you do a little drink after. There's got to be a word for that, Tucker.
I don't know a word. You either drink Pedialyte or you run it off.
Run it off?
Or hit the gym it off. Those are your two options. You either get the Pedialyte or you go work out or you do both.
There's one.
No, those are the only two.
Those are the only ones. There's one solution I had read about that's like kind of, because that's how alcoholism starts, is that like you drink the hangover away.
Start finding solutions.
You start finding solutions through the problem. But there's one where it's like you get a fucking pint of a beer and you crack a raw egg into it and you just down that. That's one that I've read about online. Have you heard of this?
No.
Neither of you heard this? Okay.
If I was a little braver, I would put some egg white in my mouth with my concoction, because that's
to make the whiskey sour.
Yeah, I'd need to dry shake on the inside.
Well, what you could get is if you're just trying to drink it, you could get one of those cartons of just pure egg whites.
Oh fuck! Okay, that would make it a little fucking gross. But to be fair, whiskey is gross and lemon juice is gross, and the only real happiness I get is from when the simple syrup hits. And now that I'm looking at it, there are many bugs in this bottle.
Wait, what? I thought you were looking at the nutrition facts. You were looking inside the bottle and there's bugs.
There's tiny little bugs that must have crawled in.
Oh, you got fruit flies in there, dude. You've been squirting fruit flies and sugar into your mouth. That's so gross. Are you doing this
all year?
Dude. So the visual is Schlatt putting the whiskey in and then putting the lemon juice in and then this syrup with bugs. You're having a fucking bug whiskey cocktail.
Fuck. I
so
literally just looked.
That's fucking gross.
There are
That's nasty.
flies amongst that syrup.
Can you show it to the camera? I want to see this.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. That's a lot, Schlatt. I'm counting like 5 or 6.
There's buggies in there. There's buggies.
That's a lot, dude. Dude, there's like 8 in there. Oh, geez. So New Year's resolution, check your sugar bottles for bugs.
It totally makes sense that they'd be in there too. It totally makes sense.
It does.
That is that's
good.
One of the most disturbing things I've discovered all week. And a lot of fucked up shit has happened.
But it's also a little bit funny. There's something funny about it.
There's something a little funny
There's something
about
a little
it,
funny
you know?
about you eating bugs.
There's something a little funny about it. If I wasn't drunk and hadn't been drunk for like 48 hours straight, I'd be a little more upset. But
yeah.
you know,
So
a wild turkey
what was your
always
state like when you hit the rabbit? Were you also drunk then?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. It's now time in our podcast for everyone's favorite section. You guys write into us in our little Google Doc. It is Chuckle Mail time.
Oh, Jesus.
We don't have a musical riff for this yet, but assume that there's music.
Ted, this isn't good.
What? What's wrong?
This shit's fucking me up. I'm gonna vomit.
Really?
Chuckle Mail.
Okay.
All right.
Question
The first question is, what would you do if you found out your friend genuinely enjoyed eating Purina moist and meaty dog food?
Leave him. Leave him in the fucking dust. Kick that fucker to the curb and say, see you later.
Who is this from? Who's our caller?
No name on this one.
No name. Anonymous. This is
interesting. So he's the friend. He's asking.
He's asking for a friend.
That's going to be the theme. That's going to be the theme. If you don't put your name and you just leave it anonymous, we assume you did the thing. Yeah, so this person's eating Purina. What was the brand? It was very specific on...
Purina moist and meaty dog food.
Moist and meaty. Okay. Well, at least they have a good choice.
Oh, my fucking God. It's starting to hit me that I've been swallowing bugs.
You've been swallowing bugs. At least you weren't eating fucking Purina dog food. What the fuck? I guess. So what do you do if your friend's been doing that? I guess like I imagine it's a situation where you're like catching them in like a closet just with a handful of the Purina dog food and they're like kind of looking like Gollum. That's sort of what I'm thinking in my head.
Well, how about think like this? We go to our hometown. We go to grab Moses. We walk in. And next to his desk, there's a can of dog food with a spoon in it, and he doesn't own a dog.
And we say,
what's your next move?
We say, well, the first thing I say is, "What's that? What's that there, Moses?" And he'd be like, "Well, Moses." It's funny that you're putting it in the context of Moses. For those of you who don't know who Moses is, he was in a lot of earlier videos on my channel, and he's a close friend of Tucker and I's. Moses would probably say like, "Oh, I'm thinking about getting a dog, and I think I'm gonna be like, I want to make sure that the dog's eating like the right stuff because some of this food that they're selling dogs these days is bad. So I'm trying the food, and yeah, I'm just making sure the dog is dog's safe.
Because that's the guy that enjoys that like can tell the different pH levels in water." From that what water is the best water video, classic one.
How good is water? Is that's a classic Ted Nivison channel video.
I could totally see him doing that. But if it's any normal person and they don't have a dog and they've got dog food out, that's weird. And I think that's grounds to end the relationship. Yeah.
I'd say that unless you get a really compelling explanation to what the heck is going on here, you like, because then it's gonna be like, if you're eating dog food all the time, that's gotta be some smelly breath. That's gotta be worse than eating garlic or tuna. That's gotta be like, because I don't know what they're putting in dog food, but you smell a thing of. Have you ever? Because you know what it was. You know what's a good example?
What?
Cat food. Remember that cat food that Minx took a fucking handful of and shoved in her mouth on that stream? That was. Vile. I was gagging. I was gagging at the smell of that. Like,
yeah, it was really bad.
No, it was rancid. It was. I could have sworn that that cat food could have been like rancid cat food. Like it wasn't. It was expired cat food. But I imagine dog. Like, can you imagine your breath smelling like that all the time? Pet food.
No. That'd be bad, and I think you should drop this person immediately.
Yeah, drop this person. Maybe
cut off like ghost.
Maybe
cut off all
them out of their
contact.
misery. Oh yeah, ghosting is a good option too. Yeah, just like
let them think. Was it the dog food? Like really make them wonder if that's what it was. You know,
allow them to be haunted by this experience, by this falling out. What else we got, Tucker?
This one is from Swaggy Funky, and it is, my father has a habit of eating a bulk amount of American cheese in the middle of the night and will sometimes even eat half a package of Kraft Singles in one sitting.
Singles!
How do I stop the cheese midnight menace? Please help me.
The cheesy midnight menace.
I think there are way more acceptable cheeses to eat at midnight. I am no stranger to the midnight trips to the fridge. And let's be honest, I'm up at midnight. So these are like 4 a.m. trips when I'm waking up and I'm quite famished and ravenous. And I'll walk over to the fridge and I'll say it. I'll completely admit to this. We got a bag of shredded mutts. I open that shit up. I will take the shredded cheese out of the package and stuff that shit in my mouth. I'll eat half a fucking bag of that shit if I really want to. And you know what? The cheese sticks too. The cheese sticks too. The mutts. Mutts is a great late night snack. But fucking American cheese, dude, you're fucking psychotic.
It took me like 2 usages of you saying mutts to know what the fuck you were even talking about. But yes, I agree. The mutts is good.
The mutts.
Are you speaking in terms of actually like the mutts? Like you're eating mozzarella?
Yeah.
Okay. You're eating the
shredded mutts out of the bag.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll do that any fucking day of the week.
Sometimes
I will
like to take
gladly
little
admit
pieces
that.
of the. I like it how our response right now is just basically in support for this father, the Midnight Menace.
Yeah. Man.
Here's the thing. The Kraft Singles aspect of it is
that's fucked
especially upsetting.
Yeah, that is upsetting.
I mean,
look, you have to
don't get me wrong though.
Unwrap Ted. You have to unwrap every single one of those.
You're right. He's making a choice every time he has an additional one.
He's eating a half the bag of Kraft Singles. He is personally one by one unwrapping the plastic on every single one, and that's fucked up. That's really fucked up, and it's a waste.
I wouldn't say that the Kraft Singles itself, though, as a brand, can be discounted, though, because I have Kraft Singles in my fridge right now because there's something about Kraft Singles that go excellent in a grilled cheese. I think it's because it melts so fast.
100%.
Like Kraft Singles melt faster than most.
There's a very specific thing I know you're talking about. There's a specific property of the singles that make it very easy to cook. It needs to have
like a gooiness that like traps itself, and you gotta like work to get it out of your mouth. Like it's but yeah,
a
little bit cummy when it gets melted, huh?
It is a little bit cummy, and I know that from experience. But look, the nighttime individual piece eating of Kraft Singles is actually psychotic shit, and I wouldn't be surprised if your dad kills you in the middle of the night and everyone in your family, and then takes himself out afterwards. What you could do,
that's a good strategy.
Is you can
your dad is going to kill you in the
cheese.
Night. You what?
Replace the cheese with a better, less psychotic cheese to eat at night.
Okay.
Swap out the singles, put them in the trash, put some shredded mutts in there, or the cheese sticks in there, the mutts cheese sticks, or some pepper jack. Pepper jack is another incredible option.
I think that we should express some caution here, though, Schlatt, because I imagine that removing the cheese from the cheese monster of the midnight would be similar to like hiding alcohol from an alcoholic.
Well, it's
rampage.
Think of it like this. Say
Anger
the alcoholic.
rampage.
No, because think of it like this. Say you got someone who's really into whiskey. They really love wild turkey bourbon, for example. The spice, the good stuff. And say they really like, what do they like? Are they drinking the whiskey because they like the whiskey, they want to get drunk? This dude wants to eat cheese at night. He's fucking hungry. He wants cheese. He doesn't need the singles. The singles are there. So switch him out for a less fucking crazy liquor or a cheese.
Okay.
If there's vodka in the drawer, I'm still getting up at 4 a.m. and I'm still drinking that shit because I get the same result.
I'm sort of realizing something right now that I think needs to be mentioned. I don't think
What?
the problem is the brand of cheese, though. I think it's the fact that his father is getting up and eating half a thing of cheese at midnight.
Nothing wrong with that.
Then why'd they mention the brand?
The craft singles are the weird part about this. And you know it deep down, you know.
I feel like maybe I'm just a Kraft Singles
No
apologist.
fucking sane man is going to unwrap 30 slices of Kraft Singles and eat them all.
There's not 30 in it. Okay, but...
Yeah, there are.
Yeah,
It's 50.
no, this is pretty fucked up. Yeah, you should, like, if you don't nip this in the bud, Swaggy Daddy, what was his name? Swaggy Paggy?
Swaggy Funky, I think.
Oh, Swaggy
Yeah, Swaggy Funky.
Swaggy Funky. If you don't nip this in the bud, ASAP, Rocky, then you are going to wake up one night and your father is going to have wielded he's going to be standing over you with a knife made out of all of the wrappers, hardened wrappers of every Kraft single he's ever eaten, and he's going to stab you. He's going to stab you over and over again until you start bleeding out and you say why, and then he's going to start shoving Kraft singles in the knife wounds that he's put in your chest, and he's going to start it's going to continue from there, and then you're going to die.
No, it's just not gonna be good. Switch out the cheese. He can still continue the cheese habit. I don't think it's that bad, but the Kraft single shit is fucked up and that's psychotic behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This question is from Vojin from Serbia, and it's very personal. It is, who is the biggest weeb in the group and why?
Probably me.
I don't
really know how much anime you watch.
None.
Yeah, I guess me then.
None. I watched Naruto and I got through half the Chunin exam where Naruto did the sexy jutsu and I was feeling something, so I stopped watching.
Yeah, you had to avoid.
That's funny.
You had to avoid getting any further.
I went out to Barnes & Noble and I got a leather-wrapped Bible after that.
You could feel yourself going through a metamorphosis that you did not want to happen, and you took a different direction in your life after that.
I did, and I've watched a couple episodes of Naruto.
I feel like you've said this before. You watched Naruto right up until the point that Naruto did the sexy jutsu, and then
I've sworn off of that kind of media since then. Yeah. I've watched a little bit of Bakugan in 5th grade, and I watched a little bit of Pokemon when it was on Cartoon Network, but I never followed along the story because you know how that works. And then, it's really it. It's really it. I don't watched
a lot of animes. I was watching this other show on Netflix, Vinland Saga. It's about Vikings, but it's anime. Yeah, I watch a lot of animes. Animes are really fun to watch when you're high. Oh. They're really fun to watch when you're high. Because
not on your couch, dude.
What?
Not on your couch.
Not on that uncomfy, crusty ass couch, son.
Dude, honestly, when you're high, like the couch, it doesn't matter.
No, dude, it compounds. Trust me, I've been in that spot.
Yeah.
On that couch.
High.
Getting pissed.
It's not a good couch.
Getting pissed.
Really is not a good couch.
Yeah,
you feel your rage building?
You're sitting there constantly changing positions, constantly, and you're going, Ted's got so much fucking money, and we're sitting on a dentist's waiting room couch.
Ted, get a new couch, man.
I need to get that's actually something I was saying when it was my birthday. I turned 25, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. That was something I was actually thinking. I should get a new couch I should treat myself to a new couch.
That's your New Year's resolution.
Yeah. That's the thing about New Year's resolutions. I feel like if you make them real easy for yourself, then you can tell everyone, I already just do shit like have it done by March, and you start saying to people, I already did my New Year's resolutions. Like everyone in March has already forgotten that New Year's resolutions are a thing until December 28th is when people remember about them.
Yep.
So they're gonna be like, what?
Yeah, I mean, my main thing with anime, to finish this whole podcast up and wrap it up in a nice little bow.
Yeah,
for next Christmas, is that whenever you talk about animes, people are always like, "Oh, you got to watch the original with subtitles," because the dubs often aren't good or something like that. And
I do get annoyed by the dubs, like listening to them talk
Yeah, and so like I watched Naruto. Naruto was the dub, admittedly, but I have tried here and there to watch stuff in Japanese and with the subtitles. And my problem is, and I don't know if this is unlike anybody else, but when there are subtitles on, I will only look at the words. I only look at the words, even if the audio is in English, even if they're saying shit in English and it's just the subtitles are on. I'll only fucking look at the words, man.
So
I only look at the words.
Are like a so deeply distracting that you can't do anything but read.
I don't know, but whenever there are subtitles in the bottom, like a lower third of subtitles, I only fucking look at those, and I have to like picture what is going on in the other 90% of the screen. Is this just me?
Well, it's actually my mom too.
Really?
Yeah.
My mom always bitches about this, but she's in her 50s and Schlatt's not.
Okay, man. Fuck off. Is this an old person thing?
Yeah.
It seems like I feel like
my father-in-law is the same way.
Turn off the text.
Well, it's just one of those things where it's like, I would imagine when you're looking at a thing with subtitles, you're like looking up and down. Like it's not that you're not traveling that far of a distance with your eyes, especially.
I'm not.
If, like,
I know. I understand this. But my brain does not. It is never like, hey, go back and forth. No. Even if it's English, even if I can hear everything perfectly, I will only look at the fucking text. It pisses me off. Fuck you, by the way.
Okay, well, Schlatt.
What?
I wish you help in the new year on how to deal with subtitles because
I got a bunch of problems to work through.
That's like a base. That's a foundational skill.
I feel like there's other people who have this problem. I feel like I'm not the only one.
Yes. Yeah. I suppose. Yeah. I suppose I shouldn't hit you too hard about it because I'm sure there's some sort of thing there that.
I'm not alone.
I'm the weeb, and Schlatt is not because he can't read. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Chuckle Sandwich. Follow us, like us. Say something else. Schlatt,
please like me. Please like me.
Please love me. Please love us. We love you.
Hey, Ted.
Hey. Cattail again.
What the fuck is it? What is it? What is this supposed to be?
Thanks for watching, everyone.